St. Johns County School District turning a historic Hastings High School into a new tech college.
Cool.
Yeah, just right up your alley, Troy. We'll send you to college and figure out how business works.
That's what I need.
So just you saying you're part of a business doesn't actually make you part of a business. Historic schoolhouse on the first
You
coast.
asked for his opinion.
It usually does.
Is that how it works?
It usually does.
Man, then maybe I have a lot to learn about
I
business.
think you do. I really think you do.
Hey, I'm looking forward to retiring from Microsoft this year. Now I'm part of Microsoft. Now I'm an executive at Microsoft. That's great. All right, historic schoolhouse on the first coast. Set to regain its purpose as a school, making a significant milestone for the community. The old Hastings High School, which ceased operations in, long time ago, 1985.
Oh, wow.
Undergoing transformation into a second campus for First Coast Technical College. Very cool. Scheduled to open in 2027. They got a lot of work to do to this building, apparently.
It was an elementary school after it was a high school for quite a while.
Okay.
And then it became a community center. So
Tony Coleman, St. Johns County School Board member, and the school resource deputy at my high school. I was growing up. Great guy.
Tony's a great dude.
Great dude. He was a former student out there. He reminisced about attending the school in the early 1970s. Boy, he looks great for a guy who went to school in the 1970s. I'll tell you that much. I didn't realize he was there. Highlighting the significance to the community, the building, constructed in 1925, it holds memories of generations past, with many rooms still bearing traces of its classroom heritage, including the original green chalkboards. Wow.
Oh, that's kind of cool.
That's been a while since we've seen those.
I love writing on chalkboard.
You have to see those in old movies now.
Yeah.
Nicole Cubbage, she is the executive director of the Planning and Government Relations for St. Johns County School District. She outlined the plans for the renovations, with the first phase focusing on refurbishing the first floor to accommodate child care services and career development programs for adults and students interested in early childhood education. That's good. This all sounds great so far. The revival of the school is part of a broader rejuvenation effort of the Hastings area, with new developments such as the public library, the community center, local businesses contributing to the town's economic growth, doing a lot down there. Jenna and the fam involved in a lot of that, which is really, really cool. They're very passionate about making Hastings into a thriving community again. It's very exciting.
Yeah.
Let's see. Coleman emphasized the importance of restoring the school as a focal point for the Hastings community, highlighting its role in bringing hope and vitality back to the town. Funded in part by a $10 million grant, the renovation efforts symbolizes a beacon of hope for Hastings, aiming to energize and uplift residents while preserving the town's rich history and heritage.
It's just so exciting for everything that's happening in Hastings. Really, truly. From the businesses to like the new train museum that's going to be going up. I mean, Hastings Main Street has really taken this. Everyone's rallying around the school. It's just going to be great.
Yeah,
great stuff.
And the thing is they really got to get the businesses there.
Yeah,
and the businesses have to be sustainable. They can't just say, "Oh, we're opening," but they have to support them and they have to be sustainable. And that's part of the problem is they don't have a lot of numbers there, so they're going to have to rely on recruiting from St. Augustine and Palatka to create sustainable businesses.
When you're talking about numbers, you mean population?
Yeah, they only have like 400 or 500 people there, and that's not enough to support a lot of these businesses. So they really got to do a good job of bringing everybody in to make this a victory.
So what's a good strategy for like locals to pander to locals to get out there?
Well, I mean, I think Jenna and I think Sarah and Tony and these guys that are on that board, really have a grasp of it. But it's gonna take some not manipulation, but it's gonna take some recruitment of surrounding areas
to really pull in those numbers.
Yeah, it's not a size that's self-sustaining. You have to have a little bit more.
What makes it a destination? You have to define that.
You got to have a reason to go there, and it's a beautiful place. I love it. I would have no problem investing in Hastings right now, especially with the crew that they have. I mean, Tony Tony and I have been friends for decades, and I have full confidence in the people that are working on it. But that's the one thing they got to do. They can't rely on just themselves there.
Yeah.
They got to pull it. They got to pull in some help.
Yeah.
And you've seen things like
that makes a lot of sense.
With the Art Association, they were just out there and they did that festival in November. Like little pops of things like that, I think are good. The lawnmower race, that's coming up. So like, what's the cabbage, bacon, and potato festival? That's going to be amazing
that's
too.
and that used to be huge.
Right.
Cabbage and potato festival used to be huge, and we did a pretty nice festival when I was with the events group. And we did the Blind Boys, and we had a nice little music festival there, and had probably 3,000-4,000 people. But I mean, that's the type of stuff they're going to have to do. They're going to have to introduce the surrounding area to Hastings and present it as a venue, not just as a space of living. They got to bring in these outside companies to make it really sustainable.
Yeah.
You can have little pops and stuff like that, but you want to be sustainable.
Yeah. Well, it's, there's always something new happening out there in Hastings, which is good. We're always talking about Hastings and something new popping up or coming up out there. So it's a good start. I think they're off to a good start. Like you said, Troy, it's got to be sustainable at the end of the day.
We got Jenna coming up too. She always gives us good updates.
Oh, yeah. That's what I'm saying. They got a really good team, and all of us are
passionate
really
team too. That
all
really
of us are
care
really
about
rooting
that
for 'em.
community. As
Right.
well.
Yeah.
Yeah.